A lot of big games going on, but I think the number one game that a lot of people are going to be looking at is the Bills versus the Ravens. Steve, you and I have been talking the two MVP frontrunners right now, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. There is a lot riding on this game. What is on the line going into this weekend, specifically for Baltimore moving forward?
For Baltimore moving forward, what's mainly on the line is, there's this narrative that has been set about Lamar Jackson the last couple of seasons, not being able to win the big games, whether that's against the Chiefs, whether that's against the Bills, whether that's in the playoffs. There's been an issue building, right? And you and me have talked plenty of times about, comparisons to other superstars like maybe Embiid, who struggles in the playoffs. He kind of needs to step up here and just get the job done. Going on the road into a hostile environment in Buffalo, that is going to be one of the biggest, if not maybe the biggest game in his career, or most meaningful with a storyline. You have the MVP, the regular season accolades, but now you need to take the step in the postseason. Since John Harbaugh took over for the Ravens, they've been to the AFC Championship game a total of 4 times. They've only won once, right? So getting there isn't going to be news to them. But this game specifically, because it's against the front runner of Josh Allen, because it's on the road in what many consider to be maybe the most hostile environment in football with the Buffalo Bills Mafia, in the cold, if they win, it certainly validates Lamar as being able to elevate in these big games.
I mean, the number one thing for Lamar's whole career has been all this regular season stuff, all this, he's so good, he's so great. Then it comes playoff time where it matters, where we always say that's where the true greats are made and defined, and he just can't get it done. There's a lot riding on this for the Ravens and Lamar Jackson especially. On the Buffalo side of things, it's kind of a similar story, but a little different. Lamar has a lot of his legacy riding on him, but Josh Allen has a chance to change his own NFL narrative in a sense. Up until this point, the Bills have been a consensus top 2, if not top 3 team in the NFL, right? And as we said with Lamar, Josh Allen has been right up to that standard all season as well. You go into a season and a playoff season where there's a lot of Mahomes doubt, they don't look now. Grant, they went 15-2, but people have been saying Mahomes himself does not look the same. Stats are bad. Question a lot of stuff. Josh Allen's kind of getting more of an edge. We're saying if they win, he's then beating a Lamar Jackson who was fighting him for MVP all season, and there is a large amount of people who thought he should win it over Josh Allen. So he beats his opponent for MVP. Then he goes on to play Patrick Mahomes, who's at the pinnacle of the NFL right now. Winning this Ravens game, Josh Allen is putting the building blocks on getting to the next part of his career. And Mahomes looks iffy. Josh Allen gets his first MVP, leading his team through the playoffs. All that stuff starts to build. And think about, Steve, what you and I had said at the beginning of the season, that this Bills team was not supposed to be in this position.
No.
And I think everyone's going to attribute to, well, Josh Allen's been balling. Winning this game is just going to continue putting those blocks onto Josh Allen has a chance to be the best player in the NFL.
In previous years, Josh Allen, he's 6-5 in the playoffs. Out of those 5 losses, 3 of them have come to Mahomes.
Right.
And, I'm not going to say this is a DeRozan, LeBron-esque, trend where this guy's just got his number. But even in the NFL, Peyton Manning found a way to beat Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So in these big games against a Lamar Jackson MVP, and these big games against potentially a Patrick Mahomes rematch in the AFC title game, he is playing the best football of his career.
Yeah.
The excuses are over. Either he can find a way to get it done or he can't.
And he hasn't been to the AFC title game since 2021, where, as you said, they lost to the Chiefs. And they hadn't even before that hadn't been there since the 90s. So, and like I said, it just keeps adding all this stuff for Josh Allen, that his resume and his arguments are just getting stronger. It also just speaks volumes to how much it takes to dethrone Mahomes. So, yeah, like I said, this is just the next step to do that. Should be a great game. Should be absolute cinema. on Sunday.
Question for you on this game. One
Yeah,
last final thought.
yeah.
Do you think that this game for both of these guys are the biggest games of their career? Like, maybe not for Josh Allen, because that game against the Chiefs was a big moment, right?
Yeah.
But as far as the head-to-head matchup, what it means for both of these guys in this game, I feel like this is one of the most important games for both of these guys so far, if not the most important game, considering the narratives for both sides.
Yeah, because it's Josh Allen do or die, and Lamar Jackson has to start winning
Now
and
or
get
never.
on his resume,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, oh man, it might be. That's a great point. I'm probably gonna say Lamar's. I can't think
yeah,
of a bigger game in Lamar's career than this.
I
Um,
agree.
I would say before that, it was fighting the Steelers for the division this year. I mean, that could have went a whole different direction had they lost those games. So yeah, this is probably the biggest game of Lamar's career.
I'm
Uh,
excited.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, should be absolute cinema on Sunday. Can't wait to watch it.
Listen to the sound. I listen to the sound.